The great film actor James Cagney is credited with having a wonderful memory. And his wife recalled how once they were getting into a car in New York and how he saw a man across the street. "You see that fellow over there?" Cagney said to his wife. "He sat next to me in school. His name is Nathan Skidelsky." "Prove it," his wife said. "Go and say hello to him." So he did. And you know what? It was Nathan Skidelsky. The only problem was that Nathan Skidelsky didn't remember who Jimmy Cagney was. When people we know don't recognize us, we're usually disappointed. We like people to at least get our name right, if simply for the purpose of being properly identified. On the other hand, I'm not so sure we would want to risk asking our friends, "Who do people say that I am?" We're not too anxious to hear reports about ourselves and how people see us, because it might distress us or even alarm us. When Jesus asks his disciples today, "Who do people say that I am?" he's also asking you and I, where am I for you? What place do I have in your life? Are you ready to follow me unreservedly? Apparently, it's not enough for us to say like Peter, "You are the Christ, the anointed one, the one promised by God." It's interesting that Jesus tells his disciples not to tell anyone, because he knows that even they have not grasped the full significance of who he is. They aren't ready for the full implications of his message. Sometimes I'm not ready either. I hold back. There is still too much of this self-protective shield around me. The calculator in my head and in my heart is always going, what's best for me? Who is it better to be with? What's safer? Now, Jesus invites me to say, "You are my Savior. You are the one who died for my sins. I'm so grateful that you helped to take all my anxieties and self-absorbed concerns and lay them to rest today. I so want to be a part of your mission of announcing the good news to others. I want to lay down my life for you. I want to love the way you love." Instead, too often, we respond like Peter. We fight Jesus' acceptance of his mission. We don't want to let him suffer and die for us because, as you know, perhaps we fear that to let that happen would transform us and draw us into the pattern of his life, death, and resurrection. So as the gospel says at the end, we become guilty of thinking the way the world does rather than the way God thinks. I feel the invitation for me, for us today, it's threefold. To re-accept his love just today and his saving mercy with deep gratitude. To respond today with a growing desire to be with him in his mission. And to love others the way he has loved us in dying to the self way. And if we do this just today, in some fashion, in some little act of love, then someone will experience the difference in our spirit and our care. And like James Cagney, they may not remember our name, but they'll know who we are. They'll know our true name. As the song goes, they will know we are Christians by our love, by our love. Yes, they will know we are Christians by our love.